Hello everybody, my name is Drew and welcome back to Agrarian Skies. We're going with a bit of a smooth kind of intro today. I don't know, that was better than the last one. Better? I don't know. Anyway, welcome back guys. Today we're, oh Jesus, I made a mistake. I clicked the wrong button. Burp, and we'll go random. I made a mistake. Okay. Anyway, what the heck was I talking about? Right, we're about to drop a bit of an upgrade on one of our pieces of tech. Let's go on over here. And today is going to be kind of a tech-focused day. We did some nice magic stuff. We got our blood magic altar working very, very, very well. I'm quite pleased with that. Is it perfect? Nah, it's not perfect. Does it work? Yeah, it works. That's good enough for me. Now, as you can see, I was running around dropping some upgrades on our fancy-ass barrels around here. And this guy now can store two sets, basically two barrels in one. That's not good enough for me. No, not good enough. So we're going to throw another upgrade. Now we've got the iron one. And another storage upgrade on this bad boy. So now it can hold three, yes, that is three full sets of 64 or 192 stacks max. We should not ever run into a problem with where we have too much of this stuff going on. But we do have a problem with this guy still. I have tried to get him to work. I have tried oh so very hard to make him work. It's not easy, guys. It is in fact incredibly difficult. As you can see, this stuff is just, it's going as quickly as it can. It is actually just a bit of a backlog. Alright, so we have these other smelteries we're working on over here. But even that might just not be enough. We just need a good enough buffer zone to hold everything down in order to actually make this work. Ooh, I fell down. We're also going to be working a bit with our power system. Now, well, my game is very, very laggy all of a sudden. How is it, I pose to you, that we have a very large storage system? There's a few options. I mean, the barrels certainly seem to work. I mean, we can hold a lot of stuff in barrels. I mean, look at these guys. There's so much room in these guys. I mean, like, there's so much stuff. I mean, look at these guys. These guys all hold so much stuff on their own. Heck, they delete stuff when we have too much of it. But we don't really want to delete any of our hard-earned stuff, do we? Also, I made an automatic clay maker. Finally. Now, how is it? Well, digital storage, did somebody say? Doth mine ears. Do I see and not hear you? I don't even know. That was take two. Click, clack. What I'm getting at is we're going to be working with Applied Energistics today. Applied Energistics is the single easiest way to make an absolute butt ton of storage. And we're talking an insane amount of storage. Now, I think I've talked about this before, but let's just kind of roll the clock back here and chat a bit about Applied Energistics. Again, just to kind of go over the core concepts. Applied Energistics revolves around the idea of digital storage, essentially making this chest just a hard drive. In fact, making several of these chests one hard drive. That's the idea. We're able to store items digitally very compact on these guys, the ME drive, or rather, these guys, the actual storage drives which go in the ME drive. Now, on base game, we can have up to, I believe this is the 64K storage. That's a lot of storage. But it's not easy to make. These guys require 3 storage blocks, which are used to go into the 16K, which each one of these is going 3 storage segments, which has 3 storage cells. Right? Like, it just kind of, it builds and builds and builds and builds and builds until, you know, we have a ton of stuff. I have another one on my head. Come here, you. Give me that. It gets kind of complicated. You got to really factor in the resources when you go, oh, okay, I'm going to make one of these things. Oh, wait, that means I need, like, 6 of these, which means I need 9 of these, which means I need 18 of these things. Right? It just kind of builds. But once you have the system going, it actually is very, 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 very easy to make things because if anybody's watched Feed the Beast, you would know that you can auto-craft with Applied Energistics like no other mod. I can literally walk in, open a screen, and go, you know what, make me 2,000 of something, and it'll go, okay, and make it. It's really cool. And we can automate our machines. Like this setup here, we can literally take both of these things, hook it to Applied Energistics, and then have it set so that it automatically does it all the time, as long as we have like we can set a variable, right? We can set it so as long as we have more than, say, 400 sand, have a redstone signal apply to this guy and just automatically go whoop, 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 and stuff sand in this guy until we have less than 800 sand, right? Or dust, or whatever we wanted to use, right? We can run the entire operation off of Applied Energistics, which is so very, very cool. And will make our lives much easier when it comes to other stuff. Now, for the farms and things, I'm probably going to go old school still. Still no chickens, eh? How disappointing. I'm probably still going to go old school when it comes to our farms and using pipes and routing that way, just because I want to have a more fine control, and I'm not sure how that'll react with Applied Energistics. But I'm going to charge my jetpack here. And then I'm going to go on over to our crafting area there, and we're going to get to work. So I will see you guys very shortly. Okay, guys, the first step we need to look at is actually getting our controller and drive down. So let's go underneath here. And I think what I'm going to end up doing here is, well, first of all, let's freaking drop these down the half slab, because whatever. We're going to put our drive here, like that, and we'll raise you up to meet you. Same thing here. And put our controller and drive. So those guys are side by side. And you'll notice that they're not doing anything because they're not powered. So let's just grab, thank God for conversion. And we'll go straight up like that. And there we go. He's powered. Now we may need to just swap entirely to these guys at some point. And that's okay. We can do that. I can do that off camera at some point. But this guy is all powered up now. And now we have a few other items we're going to make. One of the things that I was thinking about needing for this setup is going to be a, how do I want to phrase this? A dedicated drive to all of the dusts that we're going to collect. Right? So let's pop open our chest. So as you can see in this guy here, which we have a ton of nether quartz now. Awesome. There's a bunch of different dusts that we need to be able to segregate out of our system in all of their formats, between the crushed, broken, and pulverized forms of each of the dusts, minus, of course, well, not even crushed ardite and cobalt, which are really nice to have because we can make some cobalt and ardite. Let's go on up top here. And you'll see in our little dude up here. He's currently empty, so he's being filtered out, which is great. Are you guys actually working? No, you're not. I guess everything ended up in the other thing. The biggest issue, of course, with this guy is the buffer system has no way of making sure the system still continues, right? Let's take a look. Oh yeah, he's working with the iron ore there. So the biggest issue we're having then is that, okay, well, they're all full, or even the other ones, say if they were working, they're full. What do we do? It panics. It dumps everything to our output chest down here at the bottom, as we can see. Now that's all fine and good, except for we have no way of getting this back up to the top, except for what the way I'm about to do, which is, yeah, take them and you put them up top. Now I'm gonna go all the way over here and I'm gonna dump them back in, and slowly but surely this will get filtered out into what we want. Now the way around this would be to be using Applied Energistics. Excuse me. Now, I don't actually know if Applied Energistics will directly interface with these guys as input. We're going to have to find that out. That will be a bit of experiment. If it does, then we need, if it doesn't, rather, then we're going to have to get complicated, which is fine by me. That's actually okay by me, because we can do some funky stuff. The other thing I wanted to do really quickly while I'm here is, do I have any cactus seeds? I do have 4 cactus seeds. Beautiful. Let's go grab 4 pieces of sand, and we're going to build ourselves a cactus real quick. But because we're going to need some cacti. Where do I want to put this? Where do I want to stick you for now? And you know what, for right now, let's go over here. We're not using this building for anything right now. We can go, oops. 1, 2. Like that. It's off center, I know. Don't worry about it. As I say. There we go. Okay, we'll let these guys grow up, and then we can get ourselves some cacti. But in the meantime, let's take a look at storage and how we do that. So let's go down here. Let's go back to Applied Energistics. The other power option I was considering was building a big reactor, but we actually don't need that at this point in time. Lava power is renewable. But let's open our quest book and go... Where are you for the hoarding? I believe there is... Yeah, digital storage. Excuse me. So this is something we're going to be looking at later, either today or another one. But definitely we're going to be looking at this at some point, because we're going to definitely need it. And then we have, of course, deep storage units and automated mining with the laser drill. Except in the end, pointed at the void. Interesting. When pre-charger can... Interesting. That's actually going to be kind of interesting. That's very, very interesting. Laser focus red, full hearts. Very interesting. I've never actually used the laser drill before. A whole bunch of purple stuff here. Purple molten vanadium. Interesting. Purple madness. Huh. Okay, anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Let's look at how we can pre-sort stuff. Partition Editor. This dude right here. This guy's pretty cool. The Partition Editor does some really funky stuff with hard drives. And let's grab everything we need. I don't know what I'm missing here. So let's go over to our tech box. Do we have any... No. Okay, so I'm going to need to make a bunch of stuff here. More than likely. Grab you. Because I don't see any conversion matrices. And that's what we need. I don't even have any basic processors. So we're going to make some of those. Unless I stuffed it in a random box. This guy here, this crafting terminal, he's going to end up pretty much... Can I put him there? Yeah, I can put him there. He's going to end up right there. Is pretty much how that's going to go. Or something along those lines. Or like I'm going to get rid of this mechanist's workbench or move the mechanist's workbench to somewhere else. And he'll go pretty much right here in the middle. And then be connected to the network from below. It's kind of what I'm thinking. But I'm thinking doing this. Otherwise I got to run everything upstairs here. Which we could still do somehow. I guess come up out the outside wall there. Something? I don't know. Anyway, I'm muttering to myself. I'm going to build a whole bunch of processors, both advanced and basic, because we're going to need them, and I will be right back. Okay, guys, we're back now, and we're going to build ourselves a partition editor. Let's see here. Where did you go, partition editor? There you are. So, iron, conversion matrix, that guy, that guy, that guy. Oh, you don't stack, do you? Oh, no, no, the iron, that's what it is. I'll just grab a bunch of blocks. Okay, and we're going to come over here. We're going to go like that. A conversion matrix. Oops, put it in the wrong spot. And 2 little old pieces of glass. Gives us a partition editor. Now, I do already have a 1K storage, but I feel like that's just not going to be enough. We're going to need some more storage. So let's think about jumping right into using this tier of storage. That's right, 16K. So we're going to need to make 3 storage segments, which means we need 9 of these guys. We're going to need 18 of them because I'm going to make 2 of them. So let's make storage cells. We're going to need to make these 18 times, right? So let's go over here and we're just going to go this storage cell. Okay, so he's there. We've got 16, 17, 18. So we want to make 18 of them. That shouldn't be too much trouble. So we need redstone. We have not enough redstone in here. So let's go grab some more redstone. First of all, actually, and let's put our partition editor somewhere. Let's drop him right there. He can go there. We'll do that just so we can easily come in out of here. So the partition editor works. So you put a hard drive in, you name it, you can tell it what it's allowed to have in it. That's the general idea. Now, where am I going right now? Oh, redstone. Redstone we needed. We'll grab 3 stacks. Just to be safe, because we're going to need a lot of this stuff. And we've got, let's go. Okay, we're just going to convert all of this surface quartz dust into crystals. Like so. Okay. Now let's put 2 of those in there. The rest can go in there. Now I think I had this set to filter out surface quartz. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, good. Good. Because I want surface quartz dust still. And I think right now it's got an upgrade slot available, so we're going to do that as well. But let's go ahead and make 18 of these guys. Bam. Okay, so there's 18. Now, we could just make 1K storage cells with these guys, right? We've already been over that. Why is there a squid in there? I have way too much stuff in my inventory. Now, we could, like I said, just make a whole bunch of 1K storage drives, and there's nothing really wrong with that, except we're going to very, very quickly run out of space. What else can I get rid of? Nothing else. We're going to very quickly run out of space. There is... how do I explain this? With applied Energistics, I don't even think I've touched on this in my other series. There always needs to be open space in the drive in order to do auto crafting, right? The idea, it's sort of like a hard drive. You have to load data into it to take data out. Even though I know I'm going to pull that item out immediately from auto crafting, it still needs the room in the drive in order to make it. So we're going to need the space. And we have a lot of stuff. But having 2 of these guys off the bat will be very, very good. Especially because one of them is going to be dedicated to being just the dust. And we could go directly into something else, but we're not. So, like I said, we needed 3 of these guys, which are... How many did you make? 18, so... Right, so now we're going to need to make these guys. And in order to do that... So, storage segments. Let's put our segments there. We need processors, and we're going to need some glass. Bam, 6 of those guys, which only... Oh, wait, that only makes 6 of them. Which, how many do I need? If I want to make 2 of them, I need 6. Okay, yeah, we're good. All right, we're good. We're good. I thought I needed more. We are fine. Okay, so we've got those guys out. Storage segments in. We'll put 7 advanced processors in. Oh, and glowstone, which we have a very healthy amount of. I keep doing that. I keep hitting shift. I don't know why. Okay. You go in. Storage blocks. 2 storage blocks. Excellent. Okay. Get out of there. You can come out of there. We'll put, let's see, things that can go away. You and you can go away. Okay. Now we've got 2 storage blocks, as I said. 16K. Oh, not 64. This guy right here, which we'll need the iron for. I'll get the aluminum out, iron in, and 2 16K drives. Yeah, baby. Haha, that's so cool. Oh, I love this game. All right, we'll pull you out, and you out, and you out, and you out, you out. Because I don't need them in there, and then these guys can both go away as well. Okay, now we can put the flux dust in. I guess in our collection chamber here. That'll be fairly safe there. Alright, let's go downstairs. And we're going to plug one of these drives in. We'll have the 1K in there, because the 1K can go in, that's fine. A 16K, and now we're going to partition edit this one. So let's slap this guy on the ME Partition Editor. And I have no idea how long this episode is so far. Let's go here and we'll say raw ore. Okay. Now, what goes into this guy? Well, we know we're definitely going to need pulverized iron. Let's go upstairs really quickly. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to gather up all of the materials we're going to need in order to partition this guy properly, which may involve me letting this guy run for a little while here, because I'm going to turn this off. Let this guy get full up. And I'm going to partition out our drive, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're back here now, and as you can see, we're well on our way to having this guy formatted. And the last one's going to be gold, lead, platinum. Now you can see the way I've got this organized is so that I can easily just, look at it and do whatever I need to do. Alright, we'll go this way for you and you. Oh, that didn't work at all. Come on. Give me. Okay, there we go. Gold. So we've got crushed gold. Lead. I want to think it was platinum for a second, actually. Platinum. Then we go over here. And we go. The lead goes there. The gold. Oh, no, that's not right. The gold goes there. And the platinum goes here. Okay, and then we go like that. Gold. Lead. And then platinum. And then we repeat the process. Thank you, Fortune 3 pick, or hammer. Okay. Now, then comes the tricky part, actually wiring this guy up. Well, semi-tricky. Let me go back here, and we'll go the gold, the lead, and the platinum. And as I said, this is raw ore. Now we've got the ardite and the cobalt down here, because I don't think there are any more ore dusts that we have to worry about, at least for processing, because this is just strictly for the ore dusts from and for processing. Oh, I didn't save ore. Format. Bam. Now, you'll see right here, allowed precise, because it's partitioned. And you can see here the way we can modify this too. Partition storage, blah, 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 matching fuzzy, precision, we want it exactly, whatever it is. So if I put this back in here, you can see automatically that, hey, by the way, ta-da, it does. Configure partition based on currently stored items is one way of doing it. It has none, so you could do it the other way. Matching fuzzy or precision. Fuzzy would let us use, we would just be working about the actual item number, and if we had like a various different types of cobblestone. So all we had to do was put cobblestone and go fuzzy, and if we had like 30 different types of cobble, they'd all get stored in here, right? Allowed, obviously only the allowed items. Bam. So this guy is stored. We'll clear that out of there. And if I were to just go right back in, I can take it, I can drop it, as you already saw. Bam, it's already there. No muss, no fuss, real easy. And then we can stuff this guy into here as well. Now comes the fun part, wiring this guy up. Currently, we obviously have no items in our network. But if I were to just shift-click these guys into our network, you'll see that they're there. And if I were to go downstairs just to verify, you can see this light is now orange, saying that, oh, by the way, hey, we've got some of our items in there. If I take it out, when we go back upstairs, bam, it's empty, right? Just to demonstrate, I know you guys are like, I get the point, you can demonstrate, blah, blah, blah. Just to demonstrate, that's how it works. Now that we're all on the same page, Let's go upstairs and let's think about how we're going to route this guy. What's going to happen is I'm going to have to tear all these pipes out and all of that out and like everything out. Oh, and finally finished the rest of the smelteries. So these guys are good to go now. So we're going to wire up both of them. Now, if it comes to it and I have an issue with these guys actually working, what's going to happen is there will be a ME interface that will go probably right. If it comes down to it, what'll happen is this controller will actually get moved to either here, like the controllers will go here and here, and we'll have an ME interface here, which then extracts and puts them into both, kind of a thing. That'll be the way that works, if it comes down to it. I'm assuming it won't, because what we're going to do is I'm going to drop out of the bottom of our guy here, and he's going to come down and right down the middle, I think. Let's grab this guy here. Okay, yeah, that'll work, because then we can have the ME cabling running into these guys as extract, which is good. So it'll come straight down out of here. It'll come down, it'll come over, it'll go right down there, which is why I'm hoping that this actually works. And then we can deal with the inputs and outputs on all of them via the bottom. We're actually not going to have to worry about doing anything funky. Let me make sure we're going to have the room to do all this. Yeah, we might have to drop down our lava tube somehow, but that's not a big deal, because that just makes things look a little neater. So, to do this, in order to do this, we're going to need a bunch of parts, which I'm going to happily go grab. And they are, well, the first ones first is we need ME cable, which we're going to definitely need more of. And the other things we're going to need, let's grab our tech stuff here, are precision import and precision export buses. Now, the export buses, first and foremost, we're going to just put this guy on the chest we have up top. So let's go and do that. We'll go over here. Thanks for all the help, guys, but you are done now. And we're going to go underneath. Ooh, don't fall in. Okay. Oh, I got to be able to get in here, don't I? Shoot. Okay, hold on. Let's go like this. It's a very, very tight space to work in here. Did not exactly plan for the future. Okay. That was the export bus, right? No, we want import, don't we? We want import bus, not export bus. Forget, import means we're importing things into the network. Export means putting out the network. Okay. There we go. So what this will do is it'll move always active, move single items. No, we want whole stacks items. So what happens is once we hook this guy in, it's just going to dump this chest out into our network. And now the question becomes, how do I want to actually do this? How is it that I want to do this? The other option would be to raise this guy up, but I don't think that's going to be a viable option. It's pretty much going to have to be like this, isn't it? Let's see if we can't. Oh, come on, guys. Okay, well, that's going to have to how that works then. That's just going to be how that goes. Now, I could run it down the same pathway over here, but I like the idea of doing the other way. I don't know. I'm going to fiddle with this, and I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, we are back, and this is the final piece to connect. Let's hope it works. Oop. Let's hope this guy works. Let's fly up and see. Yes, it works. Oh my god. Now, did everything go where it was supposed to go? Therein lies the question. Well, would you look at that? It is all where it needs to be. Amazing. That means I can dump all this stuff in. Now, this is just the basics. We've only just got this guy hooked up. Does it look a little ugly? Yeah. Sadly, I'm not going to be able to make this look as pretty as my old builds in Feed the Beast. But, hey, whatever. It works like a charm, at least for this part. The tricky part's going to be putting the import buses. We're going to need 9 import buses that are going to go here underneath. And that's not too much to worry about. But there's going to be 9 of those. Replacing these. We're going to need 3 export buses. And now they all have built-in filters. You've seen the ones already. But they will work pretty much the way I want them to. Now, let's go ahead. I'm just going to turn this guy on. Because I have storage for all this stuff now. Ignore. Set that to ignore, right? Ignore. Okay, good. So that guy's working all by himself there. He's going well. That guy's going. These guys are all going to store their stuff now. I could even put some sand on if I wanted to. And this is a guy, and this guy is going to store everything for us until next episode when we actually get this guy and the rest of our applied Energistics system up and running. Ooh, and we have cactus. Anyway, if you guys liked today's episode, please leave a like. Helps me out tremendously when you guys do that for me. I'm having a lot of fun with this. Applied Energistics is a really, really fun mod to play with and very, very cool. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.